I've given the width as a, suppose, for example, I've given the width as a 9. What is the width I've given here? 9. So I want to display this string in the middle of the width, what here? 9. So what is the total width here? 9. Okay, 9 characters. This is total width. So what is the display width here? 9. Display width is a 9, and within this 9, this NIT will be displayed in the middle. Okay, in this display width, this NIT will be displayed in the middle. So what is the length of this NIT? 3. Okay, 3 means how many spaces will be there at left side? 3 spaces. How many spaces will be there at right side? 3 spaces. And then it will display. It will display this NIT in the middle. It will display this NIT in the middle, right? Suppose if I'm writing str1 dot center, str1 dot center, if I say 10, okay, 10 means, now what is the width of this NIT? 3. 10 minus 3 is what? 7. 7 means it should divide equally or not? Yes. So there will be number of spaces at which side here? Left side. Always it will give more number of spaces at which side? Left side. Okay, so here it will give how many spaces? 4 spaces. And here it will give how many spaces? 3 spaces. And then NIT will be displayed in the middle. But what is the total width here? What is the total display width here? 10. So within this width, NIT is displayed in the middle. So there will be equivalent spaces at left side, and there will be equivalent spaces at what? Right side. But by default, it will fill with what? Spaces. If you don't want to fill with the spaces, what you can do is you can write str1 dot center. So the width is a 10, and I want to fill with a character called which one? Star. So what is the fill character here? Star. Means it will try to fill this leading spaces with what here? Stars. Okay, by default, it will put leading and trailing spaces. Leading and trailing, it will display what? Spaces. In the place of spaces, you want to fill with some characters, and you are trying to use a character called which one? Star. So it is filled with the stars at left side. It will fill with the stars at which side? Right side. It will fill with the stars at the left side. It will fill with the stars at which side? Right side. So that is a fill character. And what is the fill character you have taken here? Star. But by default, this leading and trailing, it will display spaces. So what is generally, okay. So this is generally used for alignment. This is generally used for what? Alignment. Alignment means this is generally used for doing alignment. For example, have a names list is there. Assume that there is a names list. So names list is having names. Okay, assume that these are list of names. Okay, assume that these are list of names. Okay. Like this, you have a names. And I want to display all these names while generating a report. I want to display all these names in the middle of a given width. Then what will I do is every time I'll read one name. So for name in what is that? Names list. So every time I'm reading one name from the names list, and then I'm saying name dot center. I want to display this name in the center of the given width. So I'm trying to give the width of the column. Width of the column as what? 10. Width of the column as what here? 10. Okay. So what will happen here? Now you can see some spaces at which side? Left side, and some spaces at which side? Right side. The spaces at left side and spaces at what? Right side. The spaces at left side and spaces at what? Right side. Some spaces at left side and some spaces at what? Right side. So 1 minute, 1 minute. Please wait. 1 minute. Okay, so now this is, so there are some spaces at left side and there are some spaces at what? Right side. Now this is useful when you're doing some alignment, right? For example, you have a student dictionary is there. So what student dictionary is having? Okay, yes. Chewing gum నవ్వులుకుంటున్నాడు. అవసరమా? క్లాస్‌లో that is not allowed. Yes or no? Sorry. Now student dictionary is there. So the student dictionary now is having name, or suppose name and course. Okay, two things are there. One is the name and second one is what here? Course. So there is a name and there is what here? Course. So there is a name and you have a course like this. Now student is having number of things, right? So there is a name and one more is what here? Course. So what is this called as here? Student dictionary is having a key and what is it? Values. This is a key and this is a value. And this is a key and this is a value. And this is a key. And this you can call it as which one? Values. Now while reading, suppose I want to generate a report. Okay, name comma course in a student dictionary dot which one here? Items. So what items will return? A tuple. And this tuple is having how many values? Two. One is a key and one more is what? Value. So this name is assigned to which variable? Name. And the course is assigned to which variable? Course. Okay. Then what I'm saying, name dot center. So this column width is some 15 or this column width is 15. Name column width is 15. And I want to fill the leading and trailing spaces with what? Stars. And there is one more course dot center, course dot center, course dot center, and this column width is a 10. And I want to fill with, okay, I want to fill with spaces. Okay, so I want to fill with the spaces. So once I run this, now you can see this total column width is how much here? 10. Okay, within 10, Naresh in the middle and Suresh in the middle and Rajesh in the middle and Raman is in the middle. But leading and trailing are filled with what? Stars. Leading and trailing are filled with the stars, right? But here leading and trailing are filled with what? Spaces. Leading and trailing are filled with what here? Spaces, right? So if you don't give the fill character, by default it fill with what? Spaces. So this is useful when you're generating a reports. This is useful when you're generating the reports, right? When you are generating the reports. Okay, this one is very much useful. Okay, this is an example for this. So this is another example. Okay, so this is another example here, right? So the next is now this is a function called center. I say no, str class is having various methods. Okay, now within that, so I said capitalize center. And next one is what here? Count. Count is there. So there is a method called which one? Count. Str dot count. What is the name of this method? Count. Str dot count is a method. So return the number of non-overlapping occurrences. Return the number of non-overlapping occurrences of substring sub in the range. So in the range, so the range is having the start as well as what here? End. So optional arguments start and end are interpreted as what? Slice notation. Optional arguments start and end are interpreted as which notation? Slice notation. Okay. So return the number of non-overlapping occurrences. Return the number of non-overlapping occurrences. Okay, right? Please try to understand this. Okay, so this is how you are trying to now counting number of, yeah, how many times a given thing is exist, right? For example, there is one string. Okay, string is, assume that some programming is a string, and I want to know how many times m is exists. I'm saying str1 dot count. So I want to know how many times m is there. So how many times m is there now? If I'm writing c, what is the value of c here? 2. So how many times m is repeated in the programming? 2 times. So number of non-overlapping occurrences, str.count. So I want to count. Suppose I want to count which one? R. So how many times R is there again? 2 times. And you can also define from where you want to count. str1.count. I want to count R, but I need to give the starting position. So 0, 1, 2. Okay, so start from which one here? 2. So start counting from where here? Second position. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. From here onwards, how many times this R is repeated? Only one time. From that position onwards, how many times R is repeated? Only one time. You can also give the starting as well as what? Ending. Okay, str1 dot count. So I want to know how many times R is repeated. 2 comma. I'm just writing 5. From 2 to 5. 2 to 5 means now 0, 1, 2. Okay, 3, 4 and 5. From 2 to 5, how many times is R is repeated? Only one time. This is in which notation? Slice notation. So the value of count is how many? 1. The value of count is how much here? 1, right? So you are counting how many times it has been repeated, right? You are counting how many times it is repeated. So that can be done by using which one here? Count. That is repeated by using the count here, right? For example, so that is called as which one here? Count. The next one is str.encode. There is str.encode. str.encode. The next method what you have is str.encode. Now string is having one method called which one? Encode. Encoding, and one more is what? Decoding. So this encoding and decoding is useful. So where this encoding and decoding is useful. For example, you are developing, assume that you are developing a networking application. Assume that you are developing one network-based application. Whenever you are talking about networking, in the networking, 2 programs will be there. In networking, how many programs will be there? 2 programs will be there. One is called as a client program. One is called as which program? Client program. What is the first one you have? Client program. And there is one more program which is called as a server program. So networking, how many programs will be there? 2 programs. One is a client and one more is a server. This is called as a network stream. This is called as which stream here? Network stream. This is called as a network stream. Okay, this is called as a network stream. Okay, so you establish connection between the client program and what? Server program. Now client program want to send one message called hello. Client program want to send one message called which one? Hello. To which program? Server program. And this is called as a network stream. This is called as which stream here? Network stream. And within network stream, okay, inside the network stream, how can I write this particular string? I cannot write the string into the network stream, because network stream in network, always the data is sent, always the data is transferred in the form of bytes. In the network, always the data is transferred in the form of bytes. But is it hello is a bytes? No, hello is what here? String. Now you have to convert this hello, which is called as a string, into which one? Bytes. I need to convert this hello from string to what? Bytes. Then what will I do is I'll try to use one method called which one? Encode. So once I say encode, it will convert this string. Once I say encode, it will try to convert this string into what? Bytes. Once I say encode, it will convert this string into the bytes so that you can write these bytes into what? Network. So then what server program will do? It will read which one? Bytes. It will read the bytes and it will use one more method called which one? Decode. Now this decode method will convert this bytes again back into which one? String. So we'll do this application development when we move to advanced Python, like in networking topic. Okay. But just try to understand the string is having one method called what? Encode. And string is having one method called encode. And bytes is having one method called which one? Decode. So encode method of string will convert the string into which type? Bytes. And decode method of bytes will convert the bytes into which type? String type. So decode method converts the bytes into a string method. Just to see here, just try to see this conversions here. For example, again, so there is one string str1 equal to what is the message? Hello Python. Okay, then b1 equal to str1 dot, what is this here? Encode. Sorry. What is the name of the method? Encode. I try to print str1, which is a string, and I try to print b1, and this b1 is prefixed with what? B, and this string is prefixed with b. The string which is prefixed with b is called as which one? Bytes. The string which is prefixed with b is called as which string? Byte string. Is it this string is a byte string or not? Yes. This string is which one here? Bytes. Okay, now if you want, you can print the type. Okay, type of str1 and type of str1 and type of b1. So str1 is an instance of which class here? String class. And b1 is an instance of which type here? Bytes. It is an object of type bytes and it is an object of type string. Can I apply all string methods on string? Yes. Can I apply all the string methods on bytes? No. Suppose I want to convert this bytes again back into which one? String. Then I'm trying to use which method? Decode. So when I say decode, now if I'm saying type of S1, so it is converted into which type? String type. And what is the message here? Hello, Python. So encoding is nothing but converting string into what? Bytes. And bytes will provide a method called decode. Bytes will provide a method called decode, and that will convert. Bytes will provide a method called decode that will convert the bytes into what again? String. That will convert a bytes again back into the string. So that operation you are doing it by using encoding and what is that? Decoding. Okay. Yes. So this is a simple application in application development where it is used, encoding and what? Decoding, right? Then next method is so there is a next method, encode, decode, and str dot ends with, there is one more method is there, str dot ends with. Now str means here string, str means here string dot ends with, str dot ends with. So return true if the string ends with the specified suffix. Return true if the string ends with the specified suffix. Otherwise return false. Return true if the string ends with the specified suffix. Otherwise return what here? False. And suffix can also be a tuple of suffixes to be looked for with optional start test beginning at that position. with optional end stop comparing at that position. So you can do this in slice notation. You can also do this in which notation? Slice notation, right? So there is a begin with and there is also what here ends with. Now this is useful when you are filtering the data. This is useful when you are trying to filter the data. Filter the data means, for example, names list. Again, I'm taking names list. So names list is having some names. Okay, names list is having some names. So these are the list of names. Okay, these are the list of names. Okay, names list is having list of names. So this is a first name, this is a second name, and this is a third name, and this is what here last name. So this is a list contain how many names here? 4 names are there. Now I want to filter the names whose name is end with H. I want to filter the names whose name is end with what? H. I want to filter the names. Okay, I'm saying for name in what is that? Names list. And I'm trying to write if name dot ends with, if name dot ends with what is that? H. If name dot ends with, because ends with will return true or false. What is the first name here? Naresh. Is it Naresh is end with H or not? Yes. Then ends with return true or false? True. If it is a true, I want to display. If it is a true, I want to display which one? Name. If it is a true, I want to display the name. So how many names are ends with H here? 2 names. Okay, that is Naresh, and one more is what? Suresh. You can also give multiple multiple things. Now name for name in for name in names list. If name dot ends with, I want to find the name. I want to filter the names whose name is end with H, whose name is end with H or N, whose name is end with H or what? N. So there are 2 names which are end with H or what is that? N. Now that is Naresh, Suresh, and one more is what? Raman. So it is not only one what is that suffix? You can also give multiple suffixes. It is not only one suffix, you can also give multiple suffixes. And you try to define those suffixes within what here? Tuple. You define that multiple suffixes within the tuple. So the one is a H and one more is what here? N, right? So you can also compare it in slice notation. For example, name is there. Okay, name is there. Assume that the name is some Rama Rao. Is that name is a Rama Rao? Okay, suppose I'm saying name dot ends with name dot end with what is that? O. Is it this name is ends with O or not? Yes. So it will return true. But this name is having first name as well as what? Last name. Now I want to know whether first name is end with A or not. Then what will I do? I'll say name dot ends with name dot ends with. Okay, ends with which one here? A, comma. You can give the slice notation. Now start is 0. Start is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. And there is what here? 4. Okay, 0, comma 4. 0, comma 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But 4 is included or not included? Not included. So it will take only which one? Rama. Is it Rama is end with A or not? Yes. So what is the value it returns? True. So what is the value it is written here? True. Right? So you can either take the complete string or you can compare it by taking in which notation? Slice notation. You can take the complete string or you can compare it in which notation? Slice notation also, right? So we can compare in slice notation. Now this is called as which one here? Ends with is that. This is called as ends with. This is called as ends with. There is one more method is there called expand tabs. There's one more method is there called expand tabs. Expand tabs. So what is the default tab size value? The default tab size value is what? 8. Now this is also useful when you're generating a tabular report. This is also useful when you're generating a tabular report. str dot expand tabs. So return a copy of the string where all tab characters are replaced by. Return a copy of the string where all tab characters are replaced by one or more spaces. Return a copy of the string where all tab characters are replaced by one or more spaces depending on the current column and the given tab size. Okay, return a copy of the string where all tab characters are replaced by one or more spaces. Now this is also useful. I said now when you're generating a tabular report. Tabular means multiple columns and each column should have one equivalent width, fixed width. Then you define the column separator as what? Tab. You define the column separator as what? Tab. So expand tabs and it followed by which one? Tab size. So return a copy of the string where all tab characters are replaced by one or more spaces. So that is depending on the current column and the given tab size. What is the meaning of this is, for example, there is one string. The string is having roll number backslash t, okay, name backslash t, and next one is what here? Course. The string is having backslash t, backslash t. So what is backslash t indicates here? Tab. So from here to here, tab. What is the tab here? 8. What is the default tab size? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After that, you'll get how many spaces? 2 spaces. Then after that, name 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, how many spaces you'll get? 4 spaces. Then after that, it will display which one? Course. So what is the default tab size? What is the default tab size? What is the default tab size? 8. Okay. So within that roll number is taken how many characters? 6 characters, and remaining 2 are what here? Spaces. And after that, name is taken how many characters? 4. Then remaining 4 are what here? Spaces. If you want to increase the tab space, then you will say str1 dot. Now what is this here? Expand tabs. Expand tabs. I just give the tab size as what here? 12. Now then what is the space? From here to here, how many spaces? 12. And within the 12, roll number is taken how many characters? 6. Then remaining 6 are what here? Spaces. And name is taken how many characters? 4. And the remaining 8 are what here? Spaces. Because backslash t indicates now from here to here, tab. And from here to here, what? Tab. See, from here to here, one tab. And from here to here is what? One tab. Okay, now, right? Okay, then that is expanding the tabs. Expanding the tabs is done by using which one? Expand tabs. So this is when you're generating a tabular report. When you are generating a tabular report, right? For example, there is one dictionary again. There is one dictionary. Suppose student dictionary is there again. If you take this student dictionary, so what is this dictionary here? Student dictionary where I am reading the name comma course in student dictionary dot items. Then I'm trying to print a name. I'm trying to print which one here? Name. Okay, name. I'm printing a name. Then plus what is this here? Backslash t. Okay, name plus backslash t, and plus what is the next one you're displaying? Course. Okay, now this is concatenation or not? Yes. So this will return one string, and within this string there is a tab is there or not? Yes. and the tab you are expanding it. Expand tabs, and I just give the expand tabs as what here 12. So what is the space I've given 12? Okay, it means Naresh is taking how many characters? 6. After that, how many spaces you have? 6 spaces. And Suresh is having how many characters? 6. After that, how many spaces are there? 6. Getting on. So I'm expanding this tab value. So this will return one string, and this string dot expand tabs. What is the tab size I've given? 12. But what is the default tab size? 8. What is the default tab size here? 8. Okay. Yes. Okay, right. Next one is expand tabs. And there is one more which is called as str.find. So there's one more is there called str.find. 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 Finding or searching. Now generally you can search a given string inside a string by using in operator. So you can find a string by using which operator? In operator. Okay, so finding or searching. See, both are same here. Finding or searching. Okay, it is called as finding or what is it? Searching, right? You are finding or searching by using a method called which one? Find. So you are finding the string inside a string. You are finding the string inside what here? String. Okay. But generally this finding can be done by using in operator also. For example, there is one string called there is one string called Python is a programming language. For example, there is a string called Python is a programming language. And I can find by using str. For example, I want to find out is in what is that? str1. So what is the value it is written? True. Because this operator always written Boolean value that can be true or false. Is it this is there in str1? Yes. Then what is the value it is written? True. Is it is there in str1? Yes. What is the value it is written? True. Because is there inside what? str1. But there is another method is there. Okay, I'm saying str1 dot find. So I want to find out which one is. But find is. But this is returning which one? Index. So this is returning which value? Boolean value. But this is returning which one? Index. By using index, can you delete and replace or not? Yes. But if you want to delete or replace, you have to convert. You have to convert this list string into what? List. Because string is a mutable or immutable? Immutable. So string is immutable and you cannot do any changes in what? String. If you want to do changes inside the string, you have to convert the string into what? List. You have to convert the string into list and then you have to do what? Changes. But you cannot do the changes directly, right? str1.find, what you are finding here is, but this find will return index. For example, if I'm writing str1.find, now I want to find out which one Java. Is it Java is there or not there? Not there. So if it is not there, what it returns? -1. -1 means don't think that it returns the last index, right? So -1 here indicates what? So this string is not find. If the string is not find, it returns what here? -1. Because this find will return always the index as positive. This find will return the index as positive. But when will it return -1? If the given string is not there inside what? String. If the given string is not found inside the string, then it returns what here? -1, right? So this is finding. So finding, by finding you can replace it. You have a find and replace. Not only that, when you're developing some chatbots, in chatbots you enter everything in the form of string. While developing chatbots, you want to search for a particular string. Based on that string, you want to give the response. Based on the string, you want to give what? A response. Then how can you search one string within the string? You can search one string within the string by using which one? Find. So that will return the position, right? So that will return the position. So for that, you are trying to use a method called which one? Find. So for that, you are using a method called find. Okay, now, right. The next one is formatting, is string formatting. String formatting. Okay, string formatting. Have you seen the formatting string? Have you seen the formatting string in the beginning? No. Have you seen the formatting string? No. Yes or no? Formatting string or string formatting. Formatting string or string formatting. So generally this is used for formatting the output. For example, if you are working with the C language, in C language, you are using printf. What is the name of the function? Printf. Printf. Okay, suppose printf, you'll try to use %d and %d. What is this %d? Formatting characters. What is this %d? Formatting characters. For example, integer a equal to 10 and integer b equal to what? 20. Now you are saying printf within double quotes. Whatever you write in the double quotes, is it called as a string or not? Yes. And inside the string, what you have here? Formatting characters. How many formatting characters are there? 2. One is %d. %d indicates what? Decimal. It means you are printing the string by replacing the values of a and b. So this %d is replaced with the value of which one? A. And this %d is replaced with the value of b in which format? Decimal format. So this %d is replaced with the value of a, and this %d is replaced with the value of b in which format? Decimal format. It will replace in which format? Decimal. So this is formatting the string in C language or not? Yes. Formatting, string formatting is used for formatting the output. String formatting is used, okay. String formatting is used. String formatting is used for formatting for formatting which one here? Output. You are formatting the output by using string formatting. You are formatting the output using which one? String formatting. So string formatting is used for formatting which one? Output. Okay. Now Python support three types of formatting string. One is called as a old style string formatting, and second one is called as a new style string formatting, and third one is a f string. So how many styles of formatting is there? Three styles. Old style string formatting, new style string formatting, and third one is what? F string. Old style string formatting. Second one is new style string formatting. Old style string formatting. New style string formatting. Old style string formatting. New style string formatting. And one more is what? F string. One more is what? F string. Old style, new style, and one more is a F string. So what exactly these are? Let us see one by one. What is the meanings? 1 minute. So this old style string formatting, see here, this old style string formatting is also called old style string formatting is also called C style string formatting. So first one is old style string formatting. Okay, old style string formatting. It is also called, it is also called which formatting? C style. C style string formatting. Okay. So C style means the way how you are doing formatting the string in C language. In the same way you can do in what? Python. It is also called C style string formatting. In this formatting, yes, in this formatting, you are using one, in this formatting, you are using one. So this is printf style formatting. So string object have one unique built-in operation called which one? Percentage operator. So this is what? Printf style string formatting. The same thing is called as old style string formatting. So string object have one unique built-in operation called which one? Percentage. This is also known as string formatting or interpolation operator. So given format percentage values, percentage conversion specification in format are replaced with zero or more elements in elements of what? Values. This effect is similar to using this printf in which language? C language. Okay. Yes. So string object have one unique built-in operation. A string object has one unique built-in operation. So string object has one unique built-in operation. And what is it operation? You have percentage. This is also known as a string formatting or interpolation operator. So given format percentage values, percentage conversion specification in format are replaced with zero or more elements or what values. So this formatting is also called C style formatting. This formatting is also called C style formatting. This formatting is also called which formatting? C style. This formatting is also called C style formatting, right? So the way how you are doing in C language, what is the syntax? Percentage. You have to define formatting characters. You have to define formatting characters, percentage, and you define the tuple of values. You define the tuple of values. It means now these values, okay, all these values are replaced within the string. All these values are replaced within the string by using which character here? Percentage. And this percentage, when you are using this percentage with the string, it is called as which operator? Interpolation operator or string formatting operator. So what will happen here is, for example, yes. So these are the formatting characters. What are the formatting characters you can use? Okay. These are the formatting characters like percentage D. Percentage D indicates which integer? Decimal integer. So these are formatting characters or formatting types. So formatting characters or formatting, what is this? Types. Percentage D indicates decimal and percentage O indicates what here? Octal integer. Octal integer. Percentage O indicates octal integer and percentage X indicates what here? Hexadecimal integer. This indicates hexadecimal integer. Percentage X indicates hexadecimal integer and percentage S indicates which one? String and percentage C indicates which one? Character. One character and percentage F indicates fixed float. Okay, float in which notation? Fixed notation. And percentage E indicates float. Okay, float in which notation? Exponent notation. Exponent notation. Percentage E indicates float in fixed notation. And percentage E indicates float in which notation? Exponent notation. So percentage D stands for decimal integer. Percentage O octal integer. Percentage S X hexadecimal integer. Percentage S is for what? String. And percentage C is for what? Character. And percentage F is for what? Float. In which notation? Fixed notation. And percentage E is a float in which notation? Exponent notation. Float in exponent notation. Fixed notation and one more is what? Exponent notation. Right? Just try to understand this. Right? What is the meaning of this is, for example, I said A equal to 10 and B equal to what? 20. I want to print the output as sum of 10, 20 is 30. I want to display the output like sum of 10, 20 is what? 30. Then I'll say print A comma, okay, A comma B. First I have to print which one? Sum of. Okay, first I have to print sum of. Okay, sum of. And then I should print which value? A value. Then I should print which value? B value. And then I should say is sum of A comma B is. Then I have to print which value? A plus B value. Yes or no? Okay, I'm just writing here sum of. First I'm printing sum of, then I'm printing A value, B value, and then I'm printing is, and then I'm printing what? A plus B. So what is the result? I'll get sum of 10, 20 is what? 30. So is it this becomes somewhat complex or not? Yes. To avoid this, you'll go for format string. You try to display the data in string. And here I'm writing sum of percentage D and percentage D is a percentage D. I'm writing sum of percentage D and percentage D is what? Percentage D. Now this percentage D indicates which value? Integer value. Now this string is having some replacement fields or not? Yes. So you are replacing this percentage D with the value of A. You are replacing this percentage D with the value of B. This percentage D you are replacing with the value of A plus B. But how you are replacing it? By using percentage operator. I'm saying A comma B comma. Now what is this now? A plus B. This first percentage D is replaced with the value of A, and second percentage D is replaced with the value of B, and third percentage D is replaced with the value of A plus B. Now what is the output here? Sum of 10 and 20 is what? 30. So formatting is become more easier or not? Yes. Okay, sum of 10 and 20. Now this percentage D is a replacement of A value. No, but A value is replaced in which format? Decimal format. If I'm writing print is sum of, if I'm writing print is sum of percentage O and percentage O is percentage O, and if I'm writing percentage A comma B comma A plus B, then what will happen? First percentage O is a value of which one? A. But is it value of A is replaced in decimal format or octal format? Octal format. This B value is replaced in which format? Octal format. A plus B value also replaced in which format? Octal format. Now you can see sum of 12 and 24 is what? 36. But is it 12, 24, 36? Is it in decimal or octal? Octal. In the same way, I can write print within double quote sum of percentage X and percentage X is what is this here? Percentage X, percentage A value, B value, and A plus B value. So the value of A is replaced with the value A value. Now this percentage X is replaced with the value of A, but in which format? Hexadecimal. This percentage X is replaced with the value of B in which format? Hexadecimal. And this percentage X is replaced with the value of C in which format? Hexadecimal format. Hexadecimal format. And if you see this sum of A, what is hexadecimal of 10? A. What is the hexadecimal of 20? 14. And 10 plus 20 is what? 10 plus 20 is what? 30. And what is hexadecimal of 30? 1E. Because E is nothing but 14. E is what here? 14. So what is the equivalent of hexadecimal for this? 1E. But is it displayed in which format? Hexadecimal form. So it means you are trying to format the output. What you are doing is you are trying to format the output. You are trying to format the output by using formatting characters or formatting types. But this is called as old style. For example, assume that I want to find, suppose write a program to find area of what is this now? Triangle. Already we have seen this, right? But this time we'll try to use the formatting characters. This time we'll try to use some formatting characters. This time we'll try to use formatting characters. What is the value we have to input? Base. So input, enter base of base of which one? Triangle. Second one is you have to input which one? Height. So input, enter which one? Height of which one? Triangle. Then area equal to 0.5 into base into what is that? Height. So this is finding the area or not? Yes. After that I'm saying printer within double quotes area of triangle is, I just write percentage f. Okay, now this percentage f I'm replacing with the value of which one? Area. This percentage f I'm replacing with the value of which one? Area. I'm replacing with the value of area. Okay. So what will happen if I run this? So what will happen if I run this? Enter the base of the triangle. Enter the height of the triangle. You can see base of the triangle is 1.2. Height of the triangle is 1.3. And area of triangle is 0.78. So how many decimal places are displayed? 6. In C language also it will display how many decimal places? 6. But I don't want the 6 decimal places. I want to have how many decimal places? Only 2. I don't want to have a 6 decimal places. I want to have how many decimal places? Only 2. Then what will I do? I just write here percentage dot. Dot means after decimal point. After decimal point, I want to have how many precisions? Only 2. After that, I want to have only, you can use whatever characters you want to use it. So percentage dot percent after dot means after decimal point. After decimal point, I want to have how many precisions? 2 precisions. After decimal point, I want to have how many precisions? 2 precisions, 1.2 and 1.3. You can see how many decimal places? Only 2. This is called as which one here? Formatting. Area of triangle width. Area of triangle width. Suppose area of triangle with base with percentage f with base equal to percentage f and height equal to, I can write whatever way I want it, I can write height equal to percentage f, area with base percentage f and height percentage f, triangle area of triangle with area of triangle with, I'm writing like this, area of triangle with base equal to percentage f and height equal to percentage f is, yes, I've written like this. So in this formatting becomes what? Very easy, right? But how many values you have to print? So here we printed how many values? Only one value. But what is the first value? Base. And what is the second value here? Height. So we have used how many replacement fields? 3. So this is 1.2 and 1.3. You can see area of triangle with the base equal to 1.2 and height equal to 1.3 is what? 0.78. But if you want only 2 decimal places, then again you write which one? Dot to a. Means after decimal point, I want to have how many precisions? 2 precisions. Now this is 1.2 and 1.3. You can see area of triangle with base equal to 1.20 and height equal to 1.30 is what? 0.78. Ring or not? Okay. Yes. So this is formatting the outputs. Formatting output becomes more easy when you are working with what? Formatting strings. Okay. Right. This is a simple example of using example of which one? Finding area of which one? Triangle. Finding the area of the triangle, and this is a output. Okay, now this is what here? Output. Yeah, because with that you are using one operator, right? Percentage operator you are using. With the string you are using which operator? Percentage operator. So that is considered as what? Formatting characters. Array I have written? No. You join now only, yeah? Join now only or long back? చెయ్యొచ్చు. ఏదైనా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఎన్నైనా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, ఎన్ని సార్లైనా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, మన ఇష్టం.